everyone. I'm Natasha Ryan with the North Group, former news person turned podcast host. Time to head north. Welcome. And today I have a dear friend on, which is always fun. Mike Petty, thank you for being with us today.
Hey, Tosh. I'm good. Thanks for having me. This is fun.
Okay, so Mike is the VP of Sales for Thermal Imaging Radar. He is the Kindness Games folks. That's how I know you, through TKG, ambassador, alumni. Love that so much. But Mike is here today to talk about the ASIS Foundation that he is the VP of. And this is part of the North Group's new effort to promote organizations doing things that just make the world better. So, Mike, first of all, I want to, for those of the people listening, you know, we're pretty much all familiar with ASIS, but talk about what the ASIS Foundation is all about.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you, Tosh. The foundation is closely related to ASIS International. It's a completely separate organization. It's a 501c3 organization, a charitable organization, but it's connected to ASIS International so that we can raise money for people looking for scholarships so that they can get certifications. If someone's like working towards their CPP or their PSP or any of the other certifications that ASIS has, and maybe they're struggling financially or don't have the resources to come up with the money to pay for the test or pay for some of the materials, the ASIS Foundation has scholarships available. And the scholarships are only available because of good companies that are generously donating to pushing it forward, to moving the ball forward in the industry, doing good out there to promote the profession of security through donations to the foundation.
And this is really important because you talk about those certifications. I mean, you could be impacting someone's entire career path or the success of their company just through simply getting out and getting fit, right?
Yeah, no, we have different initiatives throughout the year. One of the new initiatives that we've had for the past 4 years is called the Virtual Fitness Challenge. And this kind of came about through COVID, where we weren't able to get together very often. So we were trying to find a way to have different continents, different chapters of ASIS International compete through a fitness challenge. And that could be through running or biking or swimming, or for me, I get on my elliptical every morning and do a whole lot of steps in the morning and then a whole lot of steps at night on my elliptical. But the whole point being that we're promoting a health and wellness program throughout the security profession, and that those funds that we can donate or that we can raise can be donated to the foundation for the scholarships, for the research papers that we do to always increase the professionalism of security. The fitness challenge that's starting on June 3rd is for all members of the security community, whether they're part of ASIS International or not. But there's a way for them to join the fitness challenge and to try to raise money to help the scholarship fund and some of the things we do within the ASIS Foundation.
Well, I just love this. And tell me more about what specifically the guidelines are. Is it a specific type of fitness? Does anything count? How do you log it? How does that all work?
Yeah, there's a great app that we log all of the miles you run or the steps you do or whatever pathway you go on for fitness. We have there's a great app that we use called Charity Footprints, and you download the app and you can join the fitness challenge. I think there's a $25 fee to join the challenge, but also for companies that are looking to donate to get some more exposure for their company at GSX that'll be coming up in September, and other things that we're going to do. We're looking for those great companies that have health and wellness programs within their company and that want to promote their businesses through the ASIS Foundation. They can be listed as a donation participant on our website, which is asisfoundation.org. And they can also do other things to promote their business within the foundation and the platform that we have with all of the ASIS International members.
So, I just kind of want to layer on top of this, right? We deal with a lot of physical protection inside the security industry, working out as part of the job, if you will. But even if it's not, you're big into fitness. Let's just have a conversation on how important it is for employers to kind of back these kinds of initiatives for the mental health and physical health of employees and these security professionals that need this.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. It's, being security professionals, it's not like we're in a stress-free business. Okay, our business is
Correct.
saving our companies, saving the public, saving people that are always out there within our environments through security measures and programs where we can do a lot of good through technology, through manned guarding, through investigations, through any facet of what we do, cybersecurity, all these things that we do to protect the assets and the risk factors that impact some of these businesses. We're in a stressful environment, and the best way that you can combat that stress is by exercise. If you get out and you get some walking in, you get some running in. Again, I alluded to I'm an elliptical machine guy, and I get on my elliptical. I put on a show that I'm streaming, and I punch out my 45 minutes to 60 minutes in the morning and my
Yep.
45 to 60 at night. And that stress level, I've lost 70 pounds in the last 18 months, right? Yeah. And I've done that through just working at it. There's no magic pill necessarily. It's, hey, eat less and exercise more and eat the right things. And it's really enabled me to become a much healthier person in my life and take my stress level down at work, doing the things that I do at Thermal Radar to a very manageable level. And we've got colleagues in our business that have had that same experience where they've, through some maybe scary experiences, been forced into doing more health related things to watch that health and wellness. I was introduced to a new group that's part of our UK ASIS International chapter, and they have a great program called Running on Empty, which is a way to promote security officers that they get better fitness. Security officers are sitting in guard shacks, they're sitting at desks, they're monitoring cameras for 8 hours, and maybe they're not getting quite the exercise they need because of the job type that they have. And so there's a great program they've initiated over in the UK, and the whole group with Running on Empty over in the UK is supporting the fitness challenge. So we're all trying to do more, and if we can bring this kind of great exercise to the security community and raise money through the ASIS Foundation to give those scholarships, to give those opportunities to people to improve their professionalism and change their lives, this is all a great thing. And it just means companies like mine at Thermal Radar and other great companies are giving back to the industry, giving back to the profession by donating and becoming sponsors of the Virtual Fitness Challenge.
You use the word community. So let's talk about this. So, one of the things that we all helped initiate at the GSX conference last year was making sure that newer security professionals or people coming alone without a team could meet up and walk into the conference and feel confident and not alone, right? So in this initiative, this feels like, one of your videos promoting this on the website is someone that said, looking around the world and feeling that sense of community that everyone is a part of this, and the chatter, it really meant something to him. Can you kind of talk about the community feel and how it ties members from all over the world together?
Yeah, no, it's a great point. That our security community is very unique, and I've asked friends of mine that are in other businesses, other professions, if they have the type of community that we have, where we have colleagues, and when we get together at GSX and other places, where we're friends and we work together, but we're friends and we enjoy great time together, and we have a very tight knit community in the security profession. And I don't know if that's unique to our business, but we really do. And for those people that want to get more connected, the Virtual Fitness Challenge is a great way to do that, because you're partnering with ASIS and with the foundation to do all of these great fitness things. We've got groups and chapters competing from Latin America to Europe, the US, Canada, Asia Pacific, all of these great folks, Africa even, that we're having these great opportunities to network and connect through that Charity Footprints app. You can be texting people and documenting how far you ran or what you did today, and kind of blowing yourself up to say, hey, I'm killing it today. I've done this many miles, or I've done this many steps. And you've got some great interaction with the security community that way. And it's a fantastic thing. It brings people together to be healthy. It brings people together to promote education and professionalism in our industry. So I just think it's a wonderful way to stay connected in that community.
And then how cool is it that you can show up at the GSX conference and then go, Mike, I get to meet you in person.
That's it. No, that's it. And at the GSX conference in September, we'll be giving away awards and some great recognition to the sponsors that are sponsoring the Virtual Fitness Challenge. For those teams and those groups that have done exceptionally well, we are doing some wonderful promotion and some wonderful spotlights on the sponsors and the people that are participating in this. One of the things that we're doing is for the sponsors, for some of our gold and platinum sponsors, we're doing a video similar to this to talk about their business, to talk about what they're doing, why they would donate to the Virtual Fitness Challenge, and what it means for them as a company to give back to the industry that they work within. And so those companies, the VMS companies, video management companies, the access control companies, the guarding companies, all of those great groups that work within the profession, this is a great way for them to give back and support the ASIS Foundation and the scholarships that we provide to security professionals around the world.
So let's talk about ASIS. As we continue to be part of industry organizations and see the move forward, what are some initiatives you're excited to see, coming out of ASIS this year, or topics that are going to be covered or focused on this year? Because you're not only part of the foundation, you are a big contributing member to the organization overall, right? So I'd love to hear your perspective on just ASIS in general.
Yeah, this is, like I said before, we've got a very tight-knit community, and some of the initiatives that have come forth from ASIS International over the last couple of years was changing how we do the boards of directors. So there's a North American board, there's a European board, because Europe has their own security needs and the things that are more hot topic for them over there. We've got a Latin America board, and there's an Asia Pacific board coming online. So there's some really good friends of ours, you and I, that are part of those boards, and that they can help drive the initiatives for the ASIS organization in general, for their specific regions of the world. And I think that's a really exciting thing within the ASIS international community, is that there's a lot more focus rather than just some global look. There's some very focused looks at how we can be improving in the professionalism in each of these areas around the world. So there's a lot of that coming, I think, within ASIS International, and I think there's a big move right now as they're finding a new CEO for ASIS International. I know that's ongoing. And there's just, I think, some really neat directional things that are happening within our profession. And ASIS International is the driving force for all great professionalism around the world as it relates to the security community.
And just to give kind of a perspective of how large ASIS is, maybe someone doesn't know what we're talking about. Can you kind of just sum up like how many members and what the goal of the organization is?
Yeah, no, the ASIS International has around 38,000 members. They are security professionals that are from various companies, or if you work for a big petroleum company and you are the chief security officer there, you might be as part of that, part of ASIS International. You might be a person that handles the camera systems. Or a person that handles the guard force, or a person that manages risk for the companies around the world. These are all the types of people that belong to ASIS International. Cybersecurity professionals, All of those people are part of this great community of security professionals that are doing good and making a real difference in the safety and security of our world.
Why did you personally volunteer to take this on? Because this is it's a big ask. Anyone that's done any sort of ED work for nonprofits or anything, we all know how big the lift is, right? So how did you end up taking this VP position on for the
Well,
foundation?
I've always been part of ASIS International since I was about 26, 27 years old. I've been in the security community a long time, and the community and the networking and the friends that you create in our business, whether those are the friends that you meet at your local chapter meetings or they're friends that you meet at the national GSX conference, these are great colleagues and I think sometimes more importantly, friends that you connect with from around the world. If you don't quite know about a new situation that's happening security wise with your group, through that great networking within ASIS International, you know so many people that can help you to look at a problem or discuss an issue that maybe you're having where you've never had to deal with that and somebody else has. And all of the standards and the professional standards of ASIS International, those are critical. And so the ASIS International component is really important. And where I came in the foundation was I was asked, is this something you'd be interested in doing to raise money to promote scholarships and research papers and do some wonderful things to enhance the professionalism of the security space. And that's just me. I've always been a guy that wants to give of my time and my efforts and my talents to help promote something great. And in this case, it's the security profession. And I love it. It's an opportunity for me to serve and to try to do good in the community and provide people with some opportunities that they may not have otherwise had. And so that's for me, that's what it is. It's giving back to the security profession, which has given me so much in my life.
Forecasting 5-10 years down the road, where would you like the foundation to be?
Oh, wow. So we had some great initiatives in the past that we're bringing back. One of them was we used to have a golf tournament that really was fun, that promoted a lot of the great ASIS Foundation initiatives. But with COVID and some other things, we kind of went away from that. I'd like to bring that back. I'm actually working on a wonderful, super fun karaoke event.
I knew that was coming. For those of you who have never met Mike, don't know Mike, let me tell you.
Mike loves to karaoke, and he
loves
great karaoke places to sing at all over the world. And I've met some other guys that enjoy karaoke and some great people like you, Natasha. I've got some video that I can release of people that love to get out and sing and have fun. And I'm working on putting together that karaoke event at GSX, as well as some other really cool things. So we're always looking for good feedback from our members to say, how can we do a better job of raising money for these kinds of initiatives? What do members want to engage with? Because I think it's got to be fun. People want to, again, connect with each other at these events, have a great time at these conferences. So this year we're in Orlando for GSX. Next year we'll be in New Orleans, and all of the great things we can find to do together to bring about greater change within our profession. That's where I'd like to see is more initiatives, more opportunities to bring companies in that want to give back and do good.
I love it. And you know what I'm about to ask you to do, right?
You're not going to ask me to sing, are you?
Oh, I 100%. Come on, give us a little taste.
Oh, wow.
What can you do without any backup music? What's your go-to?
Backup music. Well, I'll do this. This was kind of a fun thing a few years ago. Chuck Andrews, who we all know in the security space, he was looking for like a theme song for the Friends of Chuck. And so I took a Beastie Boys song and kind of wrote some lyrics to it that were good for Chuck and kind of promoted his brand. So I don't know that I'll sing it, but I'll kind of say it. Maybe that'll be a little bit of a thing. So what I wrote for Chuck was, Now, here's a little story that I've got to tell about a big bad Texan that you know so well. It started way back in history with our main man, Chuck, and the FOC. That's the kind of thing it was.
I'll let you get away with that. Next
Yeah.
time I want a full-on performance.
We'll do a full-on performance. If you come to GSX, you'll get some fun performances and great camaraderie and a lot of great fun together. So
I love it. Well, do you have anything to add, Mike?
No, you know what, Natasha, what you're doing, what the North Group is doing to promote companies that are trying to do good and organizations that are trying to do good, charitable groups that are looking to change good things in the industry and bring visibility to their companies and the initiatives they've got, I think is so key. And it's a hat nod to you and to the North Group for doing good and bringing this kind of visibility out to those companies that want to help and make a difference.
I appreciate that and the work you're doing and all the good things everyone out there is doing. In the meantime, thank you again, Mike. If anyone wants to check out the foundation, give me the website.
So the ASIS Foundation's website is www.asisfoundation.org. And from there, you can see some of the initiatives. There's a place where you can say, yeah, I'd like to donate. I'd like to help. I'd like to be part of the fitness challenge that's coming up. So all of those things I think we're looking for. We're looking for those people out there that want to give back, that want to do good in the industry. And the foundation's a wonderful way to do that.
Awesome. Thank you. There you go. And if you want to watch more podcast episodes, you can do that at tngdefense.com, or you can listen on Podbean, Spotify, or iTunes. Thanks, Mike. And thanks to all of you for watching or just listening. We'll take either. Please subscribe, give us a like, leave some comments or feedback. And until next time, have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, Doug.